Welcome to part 16, in our tutorial series on how to develop a Contras-like game, with free visual game engine Gdevelop. First of all, sorry for the time between videos, but this video took more time to build as we had to rebuild the entire level with tiles to be able to make the new tile maps that we wanted to integrate into the game. In this video, we are going to continue to fine-tune the game level design. We are going to shift the level from the images that we currently had, and we are going to use the new tile maps that have just been introduced. We also check how easy it is to replace them, as we have parallax happening. We will adjust the enemy's positions and we will add a lifespan to the bullets to avoid having bullets that can travel through the entire level. Let's jump into the action. We will not delete right away the current layers, but rather build the level on the sideway until we can bring it into the current level layout. For this, let's create a new object, and from the dialog interface click on the option Show Experimental Objects. Then, click on the tilemap object. We have approached this process in the previously focused tutorial released, which you can watch if you have any doubt about the process. We are going to start with the background map and then go up toward the game. Select the atlas that you are going to use. Then add the tile map itself. Click Apply to finish. We can see that the new background is displayed on the canvas. Although, it is not recommended to be done, and since we don't want to resize all the elements of the game, we will resize the tilemap object to be more or less of the size of the game level. We are going to repeat the process for the remaining 3 layers in fast forward mode and will come back when finished. Okay, we have finished importing the tile maps. Now, let's replace them in the game level, so let's drag the mouse around them to select them all. From the top right menu, click on the Instances menu, and look for the background objects. Delete them all. Drag the new tile maps into place. And fine-tune the position with the blocks that are blocking the level, like the ground, world limit, etc. Let's run the game to see how it looks, and specifically if the parallax is still working after the change. Okay, we can see that everything is working, including the parallax. We have though a problem with the position of the different tile maps that are exactly in the right place. Let's make the tile map somewhat smaller. Let's run again. Okay, not perfect, but we will have time to make changes in the next episodes. Let's concentrate on fixing the gameplay and the positioning of the enemies. Let's go back to the scene view and let's hide all the layers except the game. Let's lock the layer to avoid moving it while changing the enemy's positions. Let's move some of the enemies forward and let's duplicate some of the spawners. Let's run the game again. Okay. We have a problem with the bullets. We can see that they are destroyed when they hit an enemy, but when they don't hit anything, they will move in front of us, until they collide with an enemy, killing it before we are even able to see it. Or if no enemy is found, the bullet is moving forever. So, let's add a new variable to the bullet player and name it lifespan. Let's set the initial value to 3. In the game's event, let's create a new event and right-click in the condition. Select from the menu, the option Add Other, and then the For Each Object condition. In the object condition, select the bullet player, and in the variable lifespan being less than 0. Add the action Delete Bullet Player. Copy-paste the event. And replace the less than 0 with greater than 0. In the action, let's decrease the value of the bullet player variable lifespan by time delta. This will decrease in each frame the value of lifespan until it reaches a value less than 0. Let's run the game. The bullet is going away without allowing us to see if it is disappearing or not. Let's reduce the initial value. From the scene view, in the object pane, select the bullet player and then the option Edit Object Variables. Let's set the value to 0.2. Run the game. The bullet is now disappearing almost instantaneously, and only the trail is moving forward. Let's adjust again the initial value of lifespan. Let's put it back to 1. Let's run the game. And the bullet is now moving out of the screen, but just for a little bit. Let's deal with the trail now. So, in the action where we are deleting the bullet, let's add a new action associated with the object trail and where we delete it. Okay. Let's bring back the layers that we had set as invisible. And let's rearrange the enemies. Let's duplicate the spawner to create more enemies, and let's adjust the number of enemies that will be spawned. Let's copy the object world limit at the beginning of the level, as to paste it at the end and block the path to avoid the player leaving the boundaries of the game level. Let's move first the turret somewhat closer to the bridge to make that section harder. Let's make it also smaller because it was somewhat too big. Let's paste the world limit, to define the borders of our game world. Let's run the game. It is not perfect, we have a lot of small details to close, but at least now we control the maps with TILEMAPS, and we are already addressing the level difficulty. In the next episode, we will especially focus on adjusting all the timings of the enemies, especially when being spawned, when firing, and much more, as to have a good level of difficulty, neither too harder, neither too easy. We hope that you have liked this video. If it has been the case, consider subscribing, giving a like, and clicking on the notification button. If you have any questions, problems, or comments, don't hesitate in putting a comment and we will answer as fast as we could. See you in the next video, game developers.